The Richmond News Leader, June 7th, 1838, read, 7 pines has 7 cedars, 7 hemlocks, and there's a ghost in the graveyard. To tell the story of the ghost and how he came to reside in 7 Pines National Cemetery, we must start in Pennsylvania, where a couple, Samuel and Mary, had been married for a decade and were welcoming the birth of another child who they would name John. The year was 1843. President John Tyler was the nation's 10th president, becoming the first vice president to ascend to the presidency after the death of his predecessor, President William Henry Harrison. That year, Edgar Allan Poe's Gothic fiction, The Telltale Heart, and Charles Dickens' ghostly tale, A Christmas Carol, were first published. Samuel and Mary's baby John was born into a world that was very different from these famous individuals. John didn't attend school, but helped his father with farming. And by the age of 17, he was listed as a farmer in the 1860 census. The next year, men were being recruited to join the Union Army, and John, at the age of 18, was mustered into service in Harrisonburg, Pennsylvania, on December 11th, 1861. He served in the 103rd Volunteer Pennsylvania Infantry, Company I, which included 105 men. The infantry advanced on Manassas and were then ordered to the peninsula. The soldiers were involved in different battles: Yorktown, the Battle of Williamsburg, Fair Oaks, and the Battle of Fair Oaks, which is also known as the Battle of 7 Pines. Of the 103rd Pennsylvania Infantry Regiment, 3 officers and 50 enlisted men were killed or mortally wounded. 1 officer and 352 enlisted men also died from diseases during the war. Approximately 2/3 of the deaths of the soldiers were caused by infectious diseases. 7 Pines National Cemetery was included in a Ripley's Believe It or Not cartoon because of John's surname, Ghost. John Ghost died of typhoid fever at White Oak Swamp on June 17, 1862. His remains were moved to 7 Pines National Cemetery, only 1.6 miles from where he died. Most of the regiment were captured on April 20th, 1864. 30 died in Confederate prisons. Only 11 men remained to be mustered out. John Ghost was a real person.